we're gonna explain to you what a light novel is.
Yeah.
So, Atish, can you pick up what the light novel
E-
is? Define us.
Uh,
Define it.
Okay, me. Light novel. What I think a light novel is basically, it's the fastest way of getting an anime. That's what I think right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What do
Oh
you
yeah,
think?
I'll agree to you to some extent, but one thing about light novels getting animes is that they only usually last about one season. It's
Yeah,
rare
that's
to get
sad.
a second.
Hey,
No,
Lost
that
Horizon has
depends.
2
That
seasons.
depends if you write something unique. Like, you need to
Yeah.
get the viewers and the anime studio, like, you need to mess with their brains when you give them a good, like, in a good way, not the bad way. Okay,
Mess with
don't
their
mess with their
brains.
brains in a bad way. Like, we have seen that.
Yes.
Like, I'm not
Basically,
gonna.
you
That
gotta
makes a good impression.
you gotta show them something that means money.
Yeah,
Looks like
something that even the viewers are gonna just sit and be like, okay, I like the show. I'm connecting to everyone,
Hey,
and I really want to see it. Something like that.
hey. But we didn't really define what the hell a light novel is. Come on. What is it? Is it like newspaper? Is it a book? Is it like a tabloid? I don't know. What is it? You gotta explain.
Oh,
all right.
just
Well, the
like-
name, the name
Okay.
implies it. Light novel is just basically a novel that's not as long as the usual, like not as long as the usual novels you'd probably find. Light novels like have about 50,000 words in per volume, so they're supposed to be easily accessible to anybody, even those who are not really too fond of reading walls of text. Because although there are,
Yeah.
there's also some illustration. They're also accompanied by some illustrations on some pages to like give you a visual representation of the scene that's currently happening on on the page you're reading.
I really love
So
that. Mhm.
yeah, so it's supposed to be like it's simply a novel that's easy to pick up and read. So they're not very long. They can be finished in a few days if you give yourself the right amount of time. And
Or maybe even in hours if you're fast.
yeah, or even
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, if you're fast.
You need to have that imagination. You need to have the plot and the story in your mind. If you have
And
that, you can complete it in a few hours.